Timeline 031, the Calamity timeline. Split layer 1. Date of division, Cycle 1, Moon 68, Day 8. Current date, Cycle 2, Moon 3, Day 24. Focus character, Kelpclaw, alternate version of Flamepaw. Kelpclaw paced back and forth in Dingleberry clan camp. She could feel the distrusting stares of her clanmates on her back. She gritted her teeth and flicked her non-injured ear. A group appeared at the entrance to camp. Kelpclaw spun around to face them. It was led by Biffstar, her leader, and contained a variety of apprentices in addition to Jungle Cloud, a Metal Clan cook, and Pigeon Wing, a Metal Clan healer. There was also a platypus for some reason. Kelpclaw trailed her gaze over the group. Was this really who Biffstar wanted to send on the mission? She puffed up with indignation. She should be going on this mission. It was the best chance she had at salvaging her reputation, at proving she was nothing like her father. Biffstar! Kelpclaw approached the returning group. Biffstar narrowed her eyes at Kelpclaw suspiciously. Biffstar, Kelpclaw repeated, I would like to volunteer for the Calamity mission. Biffstar scoffed. As if, I think it's a good idea, a Metal Clan apprentice piped up. Kelpclaw didn't recognize him. She looks trustworthy, he added. Trustworthy? Biffstar tilted her head. Do you know who this is? Kelpclaw flattened her non-injured ear as the unknown apprentice blinked in confusion. No, but, she looks like Mom. Hey, maybe we're related. He looked up at Kelpclaw happily. Kelpclaw suddenly froze. She felt as though spikes were pushing through her skin. What's your name? She heard herself ask. Finpaw, the apprentice replied. He was a ginger tabby with bright blue eyes and a pointed face. A very familiar pointed face. Biffstar, meanwhile, seemed to be having the same realization. Is your mother Flameclaw? Biffstar pressed, leaning over Finpaw. Yes, but now it's Flameleaf, actually. Kelpclaw felt her claws prickle. Her mother, Flameclaw, no, Flameleaf. She'd rejected her suffix? The only thing they shared? I'm Kelpclaw, Kelpclaw said dumbly. You're my brother, she added, as though saying it out loud would make it any less crazy. Fantastic! Finpaw squealed. He turned to the platypus next to him. Fern, did you hear that? We have a sister! What? Kelpclaw stated. The platypus looked up at her blankly. This is your sibling? Yeah, Finpaw said. It's actually a funny story. Ahem, Biffstar coughed. Oh, right, sorry. I'll tell you later. Finpaw straightened up, turning to look at Biffstar. So, ma'am, can my sister come on the mission with us? Biffstar looked conflicted. I suppose she is a talented warrior, and Charmstar's recommendation of you and Fern was strong, so I won't take your words lightly. Yippee! Finpaw jumped in place. It'll be like a brother-brother-sister thing. Hey, I'm here too, Biffpaw spoke up. Kelpclaw almost startled at his voice. She hadn't noticed the healer apprentice since he blended in so well with his mother's scent and was standing behind her. Friends are invited, Finpaw retorted with a grin. We're not friends, Biffpaw said flatly. Fern chattered, and Kelpclaw actually did startle this time. Finpaw nodded. Fern's right. If we're going on a mission together, we all have to become friends. Whatever, Biffpaw rolled his eyes. Well, I, for one, am happy to be your friend, spoke another Metal Clan apprentice. Aw, thanks, Applepaw, Finpaw smiled. Applepaw raised his brows towards Biffpaw, who shoved him lightly and shook his head. Kelpclaw almost raised a brow herself. Since when was Biffpaw friends with a Metal Clan apprentice? I think a round of introductions is in order then, Biffstar said. After that, you may leave for your mission. Okay, I'm Finpaw, Finpaw spoke up. Fern chattered, and Finpaw spoke up again to say, and he's Fern. I'm Applepaw. I'm a Fireheart apprentice, said Applepaw. I'm Biffpaw, a healer apprentice, Biffpaw revealed, though his voice was a lot quieter now that he was speaking to the group at large. I'm Kelpclaw, Kelpclaw offered. I'm Pigeon Wing, said Pigeon Wing. I'm a healer. And I'm Jungle Cloud, a cook, Jungle Cloud said last. Is this all of us? Kelpclaw asked, looking to Biffstar. Well, Turtlebelly from Stone Clan said he would send over his apprentice, but Blazepaw doesn't seem to be here, so I'll just send him after you if he shows up. Biffstar shrugged. All right, let's go, Finpaw announced. He led the other Meadow Clan cats and Platypus out of camp. Biffpaw followed as well, and Kelpclaw moved to follow when Biffstar held up a paw. Take care of Biffpaw. Biff Star directed sternly. I will, Kelpclaw promised. She followed the others out of camp. The Calamity is somewhere deep within the Forest of Calamity, Kelpclaw explained. We know, Applepaw chimed in. Did you know the Forest of Calamity used to be called the Forest of Stars? Did you know that it has taken the lives of 3 of our warriors so far? Kelpclaw snapped. It has? Jungle Cloud asked. Yes, Webtail, Hollyfluff, and Mouse Ears. Kelpclaw dipped her head in respect for the fallen. I'm sorry, that must have been hard, Finpaw sympathized. Well, it's why we're here now. The Calamity must be destroyed, Kelpclaw hissed. Jungleberry Clan borders the Calamity directly, which is why it is our responsibility to destroy it. But we'll help you, Finpaw added. They wandered through the Forest of Calamity for a little over an hour before the first disaster began to strike. A tree fell down, almost hitting Kelpclaw before she leapt out of the way. The Meadow Clan cats looked shaken, but Kelpclaw just shook her head. We're getting closer, she grunted. This adventure's not a pleasure, we're not in it for the treasure, we can't amble at our leisure if we don't look down. Gotta keep on your toes and follow your nose, you never know where the path will go, just don't look down. Lots of snakes and spiders, wish this path was wider, wish we had a guide here, just don't look down. Gotta keep on your toes and follow your nose, you never know where the path will go, just don't look down. Gotta keep on your toes and follow your nose, you never know where the path will go, just don't look down. Things are looking up if you don't look down. Leaves flew through the air like a cyclone, battering the traveling cats and platypus. Biffpaw fell into a collapsed rabbit hole, meaning they had to spend a few minutes digging him out. Then Pigeon Wing had to patch up his wounds, which took even more time. Jungle Cloud got hit next, as a swarm of bees attacked him. The group fended off the bugs, but Pigeon Wing demanded that they stop and tend to her brother's injuries before continuing. They were almost at the source of the Calamity. Kelpclaw could feel it. I'm going ahead a little, Kelpclaw told the others, just to scout out what it is. We'll come with you, Finpaw piped up. We shouldn't split up. It'll only take a moment, Kelpclaw insisted. The wind was roaring so loud that she could hardly hear herself. Stay there. Kelpclaw turned and headed towards the Calamity. She came across a clearing soon enough, with a den created by many fallen trees. She heard a faint whimpering coming from inside it. Was someone here? Kelpclaw ran up to the den and peered inside. A small kitten, apprentice-aged, was huddled in a corner, licking his wounds rapidly. He was covered in wounds. Scars raked across his back, and he was even missing one of his front legs and his tail. He looked like he'd been hit by the worst of the Calamity, and had been affected by it for a long time. Hey, Kelpclaw called out. Come out of there, I'll bring you to safety. The cat stopped licking his wounds and froze, looking up at Kelpclaw with terror in his eyes. No! You have to leave! He shouted. It's all right, we'll leave together, Kelpclaw insisted. No! The cat shakily stood up, and then he ran out of a different exit to the den. Kelpclaw ran after him. Leave me alone! The cat wailed. I'm not going to hurt you, Kelpclaw shouted. I'll help you! The cat staggered, put off balance by his missing limbs. He teetered on the edge of one of the logs before regaining his grip on the wood. He spun around to face Kelpclaw, but backed away slowly. You can't help me, he said. Kelpclaw spotted a tree at the edge of the clearing start to fall. Look out! Kelpclaw ran forwards, pushing the cat out of the way. She leapt back, the tree falling right between them. No! 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 The cat screamed. Don't do this! You'll get hurt! You can't help! But Kelpclaw was cut off by a branch flying at her face. She tried to duck, but it was too late. She felt a stabbing pain in her left eye. Half of her vision turned to black, and before long, the rest joined it. Murmurs blew by as Kelpclaw flickered in and out of consciousness. Found her bleeding. Another cat scent. We can begin work on the machine. Kelpclaw smelled Jungleberry Clan camp. She was home. She opened her remaining eye. Biff Star was looking down at her. Was the mission a failure? Tell me everything, Biff Star commanded.